ওকে মই স্ক্ৰীন শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিম, কনফাৰ্ম কৰিবা, ঠিক আছে? দেখিছা নাই? স্ক্ৰীন পাইছে চবে? So last class আমি কি কৰিলো কোৱা তোমাৰ regarding vSphere, okay, vCenter server আৰু তোমাৰ ESXi we have completed with this one. Okay, in this section we have learned about what is the two product all about and what is the licensing and all different aspects of these two product. Okay, today we will be marching towards one of the next feature of your ESXi, okay, or the vSphere environment. This is your virtual networking. Okay, so we will be discussing regarding this one. See, whenever we are going to define an organization, so network is the vital part. Okay, so without network no organization can sustain. Okay, so whenever you go for your normal environment, the physical network, so you can see different type of network component. Okay, based on the layers, OSI 7 layer, different equipment will be there. Okay, starting from the physical layer, wires, modems and all, you'll find routers, switch, all different component, okay, which is required to form the network. Okay, now as you have done the provisioning of your CPU as well as RAM and the hard disk, you can go for provisioning of your network infrastructure. Okay, suppose you have a switch of total 64 different port. Okay, now you can share all these bigger switch to some small switch, okay, using the concept of virtualization. Okay, just like we have done some provision in our 32 core or the 16 core 8 core CPU. Okay, this is so the topic we will be learning about the different networking concept in virtualized environment. Okay, so let's start with the physical network. Regarding physical network, I think you all have some idea. Okay, so a network is a physical or network of a physical machine that are connected so that they can send data to and receive data from each other. Okay, VMware ESXi run on the physical machine. So this is all about your physical network. That means the network that we have seen in our day-to-day life. Okay, now what is your virtual network? Okay, suppose if you can take the concept of your lab environment that we have already discussed. Suppose you have your physical infrastructure, on top of this you put the hypervisor, then you create 2 3 suppose virtual machine. Okay, now if you want to communicate among all those PCs or all those machines, you need the virtual networking. Okay, and using the virtual networking we can communicate among the physical host as well as the your virtualized machines. Okay, this one. See, a network of virtual machines. Okay, so what they're telling, network of virtual machines running on a physical machine that are connected logically to each other so that they can send data to and receive data from each other. That means the network formed between the virtual machines. Okay, and all these virtual machines are deployed on top of your hypervisor. Okay, virtual machine can be connected to the virtual network, okay, that you created when at a network. Okay, in your every virtualized environment. Okay, whether it may be OpenStack, whether it may be your AWS, Azure or the VMware. Okay, you get the option of provisioning your virtual networking. Okay, using those virtual networking, your virtual machine will communicate. Okay, so if we can form the architecture, then I will show you how you can transfer data between a Linux PC, okay, form in the virtual machine with the another Windows PC, okay, form as a second virtual machine on top of the physical hardware. Okay, or we can go some experiment of transferring the data from our physical machine to the virtual machine. Okay, so if we can form the if we are able to form the infrastructure using the limited hardware we have, we can show all this type of experiment. Okay, so this is the difference between your physical network and the virtual network. Okay, physical network is what? The network formed between the physical machines. Okay, and the virtual network is nothing but which is formed in between the virtual machines. Okay, okay, is it okay for everyone? Are you getting the point what I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
And the network. Now see, whenever you go for forming the physical network, the most important network entity, okay, or the network piece of hardware is your switch. Okay, and switch are called the Ethernet switch. Why? Because though all the specification which is needed to a switch is given by, okay, the Ethernet protocol 802 for the LAN. Okay, that's why it's called what? The Ethernet switch. See, what is a physical Ethernet switch? It manages network traffic between machines on the physical network. Okay, that means from the router, suppose in our lab we have altogether 30 different PCs. Okay, now if we want internet, then what we'll do, we will connect all the connection of our computers or all the physical computers, okay, to the switch. Okay, and switch will get the inbound traffic from the router. Okay, infrastructure is something like this. First of all, ISP will be connected to the router or the gateway through which all the traffic are come to the network and going out of the network. Okay, so this is your gateway router. So from the gateway router, the entire or all the limited traffics are going to be, okay, subdivided in some manner and they are redirected to the switch. Okay, suppose in our environment we have altogether 3 different labs. So from the router 3 connection will be coming based on the subnetting. Okay, I think all of you have noticed subnetting, yes or not? Subnetting, you know.
Yes, sir.
With subnetting what we are doing, we are just dividing the network. Suppose ISP से हमको एक IP address मिला in a public domain. Suppose 192.168.0.8/24. Okay, so by converting 1 bit or 2 bit using the calculation, we will form 3 or more network as per our requirement. Okay, and all these subnet mask network are redirected to different switches. Okay, okay, and suppose each and every switch is of our 32 bit. Okay, that means from from ISP we get 1, then we subdivide it using the subnetting, then we get what are 3 branches of network IPs. Okay, now first branch suppose given to the lab 1, second set assigned to the lab 2, and the third set assigned to the lab 3. Okay, now all the 3 different labs PCs are equipped with the internet, okay, using the concept of switch. Okay, so the hierarchy is something like this. First ISP, from the ISP you gateway router, from the gateway router you will redirect to the switch, and from the switch it is distributed among all the PCs. Okay, so this is the main purpose of your Ethernet switch. Okay, to distribute the network traffic. Okay, in generally we are go with the star topology. That means switch sits exactly at the center. From the center all the PCs are connected with the port. Okay, now if your switch is 16 port, then you can go up to maximum 16 number of connection. Likewise 32 number of connection and 64. Okay, always 2 to the power 0 to 1, like this. Okay, you cannot find a switch of say suppose 30 port. it should be of 24 port, otherwise it should be of your 32 port. Okay, that means switch has the capacity of distributing the network. Okay, see, a switch has multiple ports. I think you know this point, right? To connect with the computer, generally we need different type of ports. Okay, the most popular is what, the RJ45 port. Okay, in each and every student or a person who has some laptop, all the laptops are equipped with minimum one RJ45 female port. Okay, and jack is going to be inserted to this port so that internet is coming to be hooked out from the ISP or the main network. Okay, so this is about the port, that means through which your internet is going to be enter to the device, each of which can be connected to a single machine or another switch on the network. Okay, so this is the purpose of your switch. Okay, each port can be configured to behave in certain way depending on the needs of the machine connected to it. Okay, now please let me know how many of you have learned about the VLAN. Do you know what is VLAN? Virtual LAN.
স্যার স্যার পড়িছিলো স্যার পাহৰি গৈছো আকৌ এবাৰ হেৰি ৰিকল কৰি দিলে ভাল
Yeah, in our college we have altogether how many branches? BCA, MCA, BSCIT, MSCIT, BTech. Okay, 5 different branches. So all these 5 different branches come under the heading of your CSE iNurser. Okay, now the thing is that suppose additive has given us one particular network IP and tell that using this IP you can distribute the network among your students or all the departments. Okay, so one option is your subnetting. Okay, now instead of go for the subnetting, you can subdivide the port in the computer, sorry, in the network switch. Suppose I have altogether 32 number of ports available in my switch. Okay, so I am deciding that from 1 to port number 10 this will be dedicated to one branch. Okay, from 10, from 11 to 13 or 14 this should be dedicated to someone branch. So likewise we can form some subdivision of the ports. Okay, and these subdivisions are nothing but called the virtual LAN. Okay, so what benefit you will find? So that means PCs which are not incorporate or included to this virtual LAN and not be able to communicate with the PCs of that particular LAN. Okay, that means all these strategies are used to subdivided the network entities. Okay, suppose I need to make some segregation, that means students cannot see the teacher's account. Okay, teacher cannot see the means what, the computer or the teacher computer cannot communicate with the management computer. Okay, management cannot communicate with the finance department, right? So all these different entities can be broken down using the concept of your VLAN. Okay, so this is again one type of your separation mechanism. আমি generally কেনেকৈ কৰোঁ কোৱা তোমাৰ by changing the mask or by using the VLAN. Okay, so that's why they're telling each port can be configured. That means each port can be included to a particular VLAN to behave in certain ways depending on the need of the machine connected to it. Okay, the switch learn which hosts are connected to which of its port and uses the information to forward traffic to the correct physical machines. Okay, always remember switch is work in the layer number 2, right? That means switch does not look after the IP addressing. Switch always work based on the MAC addressing. Okay, that means all the devices which are there in the layer 2, okay, work with the MAC addressing. they are not looking after the IP addressing. Okay, IP addressing is looking after by the layer 3 devices. Okay, the routers. Okay, routers never look the MAC addresses. Okay, it is something like that. Suppose 10 different computers are connected to a switch. Okay, suppose one person from outside the network send one packet, okay, to the computer number 3, right? Now by taking all these things, okay, I think all of you know the network ID, right? There are two different IDs are there, network ID and the host ID. Yes or not? Network ID and the host ID. Okay, so jetia tumaloke subnetting koriba, you what, you generate the bunch of switching addresses, right? Ami keneke device koro kwa tumar, the very first address is always the network ID. Okay, suppose 192.168.0.0, this is your network ID. Okay, 0.1 is your gateway ID and the last one is your broadcast. तो ये तीनों को और रिजर्व के लिए 2-3 को रख के बाकी हम असाइन करते हैं. ठीक है, दैट मीन्स नेटवर्क राउटर क्या करेगा, वो उस पर्टिकुलर नेटवर्क आईडी में ट्रैफिक को फॉरवर्ड कर देगा. ठीक है, नाउ बेस्ड ऑन द मैक एड्रेस टेबल फिल्टरिंग, switch will redirect the, okay, packet or the frame to the exact host in the network. Okay, so we can confirm that switch work under the MAC address, okay, not the IP address. Okay, is it okay for everyone? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Actually these all are the concept of routing, okay, routing and the networking. So when you go for the cloud interview na, so you will be disturbed with this type of questions, so please clear the concept. So here everything is written very well, please go through it. So I am pasting the link for you, please note it down. Later on you please explore very concisely, they have discussed regarding this. Okay, please note down the link from the chat box. Okay, yeah, switches are the core of a physical network. Okay, multiple switches can be connected together to form larger network. Okay, so there should be one provision. Okay, yeah. To see one example you can take to understand the switch, you can take the example of your home switchboard. Okay, see, from the main electricity line your current is coming to the main, you say suppose the MCB board. Okay, from the MCB board each and every, okay, connection is go to different switchboard of each and every room. Okay, and this switchboard is nothing but your switch in case of your computer networking. Okay, and the MCB board or the meter board is your router. Okay, now we'll see something about your vSphere standard switch. Okay, see, as I told you, whenever you go for the virtual networking, okay, you will find the switch, and these switches are called what, the virtual switch. And in case of your ESXi or the vSphere, you will find two type of virtual switch. One is your standard switch and one is your distributed switch. Okay, we will learn all the two different type of switches. Okay, and if we can manage the infrastructure, then we will configure the virtual switch. Okay, and see how we can form the port grouping. Okay, that means how we are going to create the VLAN using the standard switch. Okay, these two experiment I will show you. But again I am telling that this is depend on the infrastructure. If infrastructure is not supported, then I am very sorry, I cannot show you. Okay, let's see what will happen, but theoretically I will tell you everything. Okay, this one. So standard switch, see, it work much like a physical Ethernet switch, so exactly same. Okay, and you please remember all these standard switches are nothing but some collection of port. Okay, which port, these ports are provisioned from the physical switch. Okay, or you can tell that this is the virtualization of your network entity, say switch. Okay, जैसे कि देखो, अगर एक हमने CPU को virtualize करा तो हमको क्या मिल गया, vCPU. Okay, अगर मैंने हार्ड डिस्क को virtualize किया, then we get what the VHD, virtual hard disk. Okay, likewise, if we virtualize the switch, then we get what the virtual switch. Okay, it detects which virtual machine are logically connected to each of the virtual port. Okay, and uses the information to forward traffic to the correct virtual machine. Okay, concept is exactly same, only you have to think that instead of all this physical entity, now we have some program which is nothing but your virtualized instance of the physical entity. Okay, so whenever you go for the concept of virtualization, see, everything will be exactly same, only difference is that this is my hardware and these all are some of the program. Okay, some of the services, yeah, or instances of the physical hardware or the copies, only this the difference, less or less are exactly same. Okay, যেনেকে তোমাৰ physical switch এ কাম কৰিব, in the same way standard switch will work. Okay, now the difference is that physical switch is there to communicate, to make the communication in between the physical host. Okay, physical host and the router. But whenever you go for the virtual switch, this switch is designed to communicate in between the virtual machine. Okay, sometime I will show you the OpenStack configuration. In the OpenStack configuration, you have to create one floating IP. Okay, so using this floating IP, all the machines are get communicated with the outside network. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, either in AWS or OpenStack, I will show you. Okay, if I don't show, then अच्छा तुम्हारा मैंने कोई पेपर ऐसा नहीं कि तुम्हारा क्लाउड वेब सर्विसेज बोल के कुछ पेपर है क्या तुम लोगों का इस बार? আছে না ইকুয়েশন ক্লাউড ওয়েব সার্ভিস
না স্যার
আছে নাকি এনেকুৱা
নাই স্যার
নাই স্যার
নাই
মেবি আছে তোমাৰ 9 চেমত আছে কিজানি তোমাৰ ঠিক আছে কোনোবাই পাই এইবাৰ লৈছে পেপাৰখন ঠিক আছে সো ইন দিস পেপাৰ ইউ উইল লাৰ্ন about this. Okay, if I take then I'll show you how to configure it using the OpenStack. Okay, see
Okay, sir.
concept একে তোমাৰ তুমি OpenStack cloud লোৱা, AWS লোৱা, Azure লোৱা, virtual VMware লোৱা, exactly concept is same. Okay, only what the product name is different, configuration is लगभग same but a little bit difference. Okay, in this way. Okay, so these are okay. Where yeah. A vSphere standard switch can be connected to physical switch by using physical Ethernet adapter. Okay, also referred to as uplink adapter. Okay, to join virtual network with physical network. Okay, so this is also possible. This type of connection is similar to connecting physical switches together to create a larger network. Even okay, yes, am I audible? Hello, are you there?
yes sir yes sir
তোমার এখানে তো কাটি গল মানে okay, okay, no problem. This type of connection is similar to connecting physical switches together to create a larger network. Okay, this we know. Even though a vSphere standard switch work much like a physical switch, it does not have some of the advanced functionality of a physical switch. Okay, okay, so these advanced tasks actually we don't need to study right now. Okay, see, are you know these things? There are two type of switch. One is layer 3 switch and one is layer 2 switch. Okay, and we tell that, okay, generally we tell layer 3 switches are more intelligent than the router. Okay, please extra study kori lobo namalage. Okay, I am just writing the name there. Layer 3 switch, layer 3 switch. Okay, switches are the two different type and one is the layer 3 switch. So these all are the most sophisticated and the expert switch, and engineers claim that layer 3 switches are more powerful than the router. Okay, इसके ইয়াৰ ওপৰত অকমান study কৰি ল'বা ঠিক আছে. I will not go elaborately along this. So otherwise you will find that this class is now not the advanced virtualization class, this is your networking class. Okay, so please study of your own layer 3 switch. Okay, yeah, next okay, so what we have learned, first of all study about what the physical networking. So what is physical networking? Okay, the network that we practice in day-to-day life. Okay, next we have learned about the virtual network. Okay, so what is virtual network? Virtual network is nothing but the network through which all the virtual machines are communicate among them, right? This one. And next one is what a physical Ethernet switch. That means all the traffic coming to a physical network through which this is going to be distributed is called your physical Ethernet switch. Okay, likewise we have the vSphere standard switch. So this is nothing but your virtual switch. The working of this switch is exactly same to that of your physical switch. Only difference is that, and this switch is used to communicate in between your virtual machines. Okay, so this one. Let us continue. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, we'll continue. Yes. Yeah, now standard port group. Okay, are you all there? Are you all there? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we learn about the standard port group. Okay, as I told you earlier, port group is nothing but just like the VLAN. Okay, that means suppose I have a virtual switch, and in this switch I have configured altogether 16 different ports. Okay, and I have fixed that suppose for the port number 1 to 8 will come under one group. Okay, from 9 to 12 this is come under another group, and from 13 to 16 suppose they are come under another group. Okay, so all these distinct chunks of the port is nothing but what the port group. Okay, as you are forming this group is using the standard switch, that's why this is called what the standard port group. See, it specifies port configuration options such as bandwidth limitation and VLAN tagging. Okay, VLAN tagging policies for each member port. That means in our virtual networking we have one VLAN, suppose MCA 7SAM VLAN. Okay, now if I hook or if I tag one of the port to this VLAN, then this is called what the VLAN tagging. Okay, that means I am registering myself as a member of this VLAN. Okay, this one. Network services connected to standard switches through port group. Okay, port group define how a connection is made through the switch to the network. Typically, a single standard switch is associated with one or more port group. Okay, yeah, and the next concept is all about your vSphere distributed switch. Okay, vSphere distributed switch. Okay, just like the standard switch. So as I told you, we have one more variety is there. Okay, this is our what the vSphere distributed switch. You see, it acts as a single switch across all associated hosts in the data center to provide centralized provisioning, administration and monitoring of the virtual networking. The thing is that whenever you are going to do some configuration in distributed switch, you need the real life data center experience. The huge if you have the good infrastructure, then only this is possible. Okay, Otherwise, standard switch can be can be configured or can be shown in our normal infrastructure. But to show the distributed switch and all, we need some sophisticated environment. Okay, suppose we have some clusters of virtual machines. Okay, so using so in this type of infrastructure, we can see what the how distributed switch will work. Okay, for the time being, you just remember the distributed switches are the most sophisticated and the higher technology as compared to the standard switch. Okay, so you configure a vSphere distributed switch on the vCenter server, okay, system, and the configuration is populated across all the hosts that are associated with the switch. अच्छा, एक बात तुम लोग बोलो तो मुझे, राउटिंग का प्रैक्टिकल में तुम लोग ये किया था क्या? रेप्लिकेशन ऑफ ভাৰ্চুৱেল লেন किया था क्या? Suppose এটা ইনফ্ৰাষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰত মই ভাৰ্চুৱেল লেন ক্ৰিয়েট কৰিলো, তাক মই কি কৰিলো, and now this configuration can be replicated to all the subsequent networking. এনেকুৱা কিবা এক্সপেৰিমেন্ট কৰিছিলা নেকি তোমালোকে? কোৱাচোন তোমাৰ? Hello, are you there? Are you all there?
Yes, sir.
কিবা কৰিছিলা নেকি কোৱাচোন তোমাৰ? Replication or propagation of your virtual LAN. Okay, that is why কি হয় চোৱা, here you have to learn about these two concepts. See, first of all, we have to learn about the vCenter server. So, what is the purpose of our vCenter server? কি আছিলে কোৱা তোমাৰ? To manage the cluster or the machines install, okay, sets of machine which is installed on top of your ESXi. Maybe for example, you say that suppose in your data center you have, okay, altogether 10 number of ESXi host, okay, and each and every ESXi host, suppose you have installed or you have created or spinned suppose 50 number of virtual machines. So altogether how much? 10 into 5 equal to 500, right? Now all these 500 PCs virtual machines are connected to the virtual switch. Okay, now instead of going one by one using standard switch, you can manage all these bigger network by using the centralized switch, and this switch is nothing but what the distributed switch. Okay, and this is configured at the vCenter server, and once you make the configuration, then this can be propagated and replicated throughout the network. Okay, just like you can do the propagation of your virtual LAN in case of your bigger environment. Okay, this is the concept of your distributed switch. Okay, see, it acts as a single switch across all associate hosts. Okay, in my example, all these 500 hosts can be powered by this single switch in a data center to provide centralized provisioning. Okay, for centralized provisioning, administration and monitoring, we use what the vCenter server. Okay, this you know. In data center to provide centralized provisioning, administration and monitoring of virtual network, okay, we use what the distributed switch. You configure a vSphere distributed switch on the vCenter. Why? Because from the vCenter we can manage all the different hosts system, and the configuration is populated, that means replicated across all the hosts that are associated with the switch. This lets virtual machines to maintain consistent network configuration as they migrate across multiple hosts. Okay, so this concept is a little bit of your higher inside. Okay, that means whenever you go for real life work environment, then there you know these things. You need to know about these things. Okay, distributed switch. Otherwise, you now for the time being you can manage your work using the standard switch. Okay, so this much. Okay, so up to this part, any doubt anyone have? Okay, So what is physical network? This is clear. Okay, what is virtual network? This is clear or not? Please reply. Are you clear with the concept called virtual network or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's okay now. If I ask you, then can you answer? Can you answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please go through the link and study. Okay, today I will not ask you because you have fine for the first time, but after some time I will ask. Okay, next one is physical Ethernet switch. I think you know it. Okay, to distribute the internet in between the physical network, okay, network entities or the host, we need the switch. And always remember, switch is a layer 2 device and it works, okay, with the MAC address, not the IP address. Okay, IP লগত কোনে কাম কৰে কোৱা তোমাৰ? Who works with the IP? Router. Because router is a layer 3 device and IP is a layer 3 property. Okay, दोनों layer मिलने से काम करके नहीं तो नहीं होगा. Okay, and next we find one the virtual switch. Just like the physical switch which is used to, okay, distribute traffic, okay, inbound from the router among the physical network entities. Likewise we find the virtual switch, okay, which is used to distribute the traffic, okay, coming from the outside world, okay, to the virtual machines or the virtual machine instances, okay, which is pinned on top of the hypervisor. Okay, next we have learned about what the port group. Port group কি আছিলে কোৱা তোমাৰ? Okay, all the switch, instead of considering all the switch port as one unit, we can make them some blocks. Okay, and these blocks are called what the port groups. And next one is what the distributed switch. So in case of your bigger environment like the real life data center and all, where lots of clusters of hosts are there and more than 2 or 3, okay, different ASXi hosts is installed or used, to maintain this type of huge infrastructure, we need a specialized type of switch, and this is nothing but your what the distributed switch. Okay, and the benefit we find that if we configure this distributed switch on the vCenter server, then this can be replicated throughout the, okay, network. Okay, and this is going to be used seamlessly by all the different, okay, entity which is connected to the switch port. Okay, this is in short the summary of our class. And please go through the link that I have shared in the chat box. Okay, if you have doubt, then you please ask me in the next class. Okay, let us take the attendance. Please respond the call. Abhijit. Okay, let me.
Present, sir.
Yeah, Abhijit is there. Next, Abhijit is there. Anshuman is there.
Present, sir.
Vishnu is not there. Sita is there. Vidyut is there.
Present, sir.
Next, Tumar Himanko. Are you there?
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Okay, Girin is there. Dipjuti.
Yes, sir.
Asa. Dev. If ভাল পোৱা নাই নেকি? Bhuvdev. Rikiraj is there. Debango. Debango asa? Absent. Madhujjo is there. I've seen him. Navajyoti. Navajyoti is not there. Chanakya is there.
Present, sir.
Yes. Abhishek is there. Abhishek is there. I've seen him. Abhishek নাই নেকি আজি? Abhishek নাই? Jitul absent. Biras present. Himangshu
Yes, sir.
present. Gaurav present. Okay, So we'll stop here.
Present, sir. Gaurav Das.
This over. Okay, so this much for today. Please go through the link that I have shared. Oh, what?
মোৰ নাম ক'ত
স্যাৰ মোৰটো নাই ৰে
Oh, তোমাৰ ওপৰত আছে।
অ
Okay, no problem. Oh, মই ইয়াৰ পৰা start কৰিলো। সেইখিনি ৰৈ গ'লা তোমাৰ। Okay, anyway, so please go through the link that I have shared on the screen. Okay, and mute kora. Okay, please go through the link, and if you find any doubt, then please let me know in the next class. Okay, now I am stop sharing the screen. Okay, hobo
স্যাৰ ৰুটিনটো কেতিয়া দিব স্যাৰ বেকৰ
বেকৰ দিন ওলাইছে তো পোৱা নাই তোমালোকে
সব
নাই পোৱা,
পৰ্টেলত
স্যাৰ।
ওলাইছে নেকি
পোৱা নাই তোমালোকে বেকৰ